Bus stop. Presidential candidate Joe Biden's campaign tour made a stop in Erie tonight with a very important message: get out and vote. Good evening, I'm Brian Wilk. Joe Biden's campaign tours, his bus tour made a stop in Erie this evening. Chelsea Swift has more on what the Attorney General and local Democrats have to say about the upcoming election and their hopes of seeing Biden in the White House. Fox 66 News is your local election headquarters.
Attorney General Josh Shapiro and Democratic candidate for Auditor General Nina Ahmed were joined by local Democratic candidates and members of the Erie community at Lavery Brewing Company. Attorney General Josh Shapiro says the Biden campaign has invested heavily in Erie County.
Erie County is so critically important in arguably the most important state in the nation to determine the future of our democracy and who's the next president. I think as Erie County goes, so will go the Commonwealth and so will go the country.
And Democratic candidate for Congress Christy Ganibas agrees, saying there are 17 days left for people to get out and vote.
Any way that we can expand voter access, to me, is a great thing. So it's great because if you're worried about the mail-in, you can literally go to the county elections court in the courthouse, vote right there, and turn it in and be done.
County Executive Kathy Dahlkemper says despite this being a difficult year to campaign, this bus tour is all about getting people excited to vote.
It's been a very strange political campaign during COVID, but these events help to get people energized for this final push of getting out the vote. That's what it's all about at this point.
And one member of the community says he's been working at the Democratic headquarters. He says it's been busy for the past couple of weeks.
The phone's ringing off the hook. People are coming in, 10, 20 people an hour. We've gotten tons of money in donations, people asking how they can help. We've never, ever had more people wanting to volunteer.
Chelsea Swift, Fox 66 News.
With the general election just over 2 weeks away, the leaders of the Democrat and Republican parties say they know they will likely have to win Pennsylvania to win the White House. Reporter Andy Mahalchik has more on Vice President Mike Pence's stop and how he plans to keep himself and President Trump in the White House.
Some polls in Pennsylvania have Joe Biden with a double-digit lead over President Trump in Pennsylvania. Are you concerned about that 17 days away from the election, and what's your reaction to it?
Well, I think the people of Pennsylvania said yes to President Donald Trump in 2016, and the enthusiasm that we saw here in Reading today and that we're seeing all across the state convinces me that the people of Pennsylvania are going to vote for 4 more years of President Donald Trump.
The vice president also defended the administration's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic and talked about a potential vaccine.
And the best news, Andy, is that we believe it's just a matter of weeks away from having the first safe and effective coronavirus vaccine, and to be able to distribute that with millions of doses even before the end of this year.
And another issue in this campaign, COVID-19 stimulus relief. I asked the vice president if he believes a deal with Congress can be reached sooner rather than later.
President Trump will continue to call on the Congress, Democrats in Congress, to come to the table and negotiate on a new recovery bill. Now, well, we've been moving. The president's put $1.8 trillion on the table. We're prepared to provide additional support to families, to businesses.
Stand by. That was Andy Mahalchik reporting. Local Republicans are working hard to keep President Trump in the White House. They gathered this morning at the Trump Victory headquarters and went knocking on doors. Republican County Councilman Brian Shanks says with folks knocking on doors, they use maps and an app that allows them to see if the people's doors they're knocking on are Republicans or Democrats. Shanks says door knocking can be an effective campaign strategy.
Well, knocking on doors is a proven fact that it helps you at the polls. I mean, people want a piece of literature. They want to see somebody that actually cares and takes the time to really represent their politician.
And Shanks says they are reaching out to Republicans as well to ensure a strong party base will be voting for Donald Trump. Time is running out to register to vote in the 2020 election. Monday, October 19th, is the final day to register to vote. If you fail to register, you fail to be heard in this important presidential election. There is still time to get your mail-in ballot, or you can vote in person Tuesday, November 3rd. If you have questions, call the Erie County Elections Office at 814-451-6275. And for all your election news as Election Day approaches, you can find the latest anytime by heading to our website, yourerie.com. And to Weather Now, meteorologist Craig Flint has your Fox First forecast. Hey, Craig.
Brian, good evening to you. Good evening, everybody. Temperatures really dropping quick, at least through the first part of the night. What's going to happen later tonight is the wind will shift into the south, and if anything, temperatures level off or rise. Live look right now, Erie Bayfront and the Quickfill cam. Still have clear skies above, but some more clouds will be coming in later tonight. High and dry, clean sweep on Storm Tracker Doppler radar. Temperature right now 48 degrees. Still a southeast wind, which will shift a little bit more south or southwest and then start to increase. Now the dew point 28. Bone dry. So there's still a little room for that temperature to run. However, I do think as we get into later tonight, temperatures will start to rise a little bit. So we're in the upper 40s now. Clouds fill in, and then as we head into tomorrow, it will be warmer than it was today. However, it's not going to be as pretty as it was today. And what I mean by that is there'll definitely be more clouds, and we'll talk more about the forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Brian, over to you.
Thank you, Craig. Customers at the Walmart in Harbor Creek were forced to evacuate the building Saturday afternoon after a fire broke out inside the store. It's new tonight at 10 o'clock. Multiple fire crews responded to the Buffalo Road Walmart around 4 today after a fire broke out in a trash compactor in the back of the store. When crews arrived, smoke and fire was coming from that compactor. Customers inside the Walmart were evacuated for a time while crews put out the fire. According to officials on scene, there was minor to moderate smoke damage. No injuries were reported. One person was sent to the hospital after a fire started in their kitchen. Erie fire crews were called to the 900 block of West 20th Street this afternoon. The fire started because food was burning on the stove. The person was taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. State Police and Perry Highway Hose Company were called to an early afternoon wreck today. The accident happened at Robinson Road West and Cherry Street Extension when a car sheared off a pole and ended up in the front lawn of a house. Both intersections were closed for a short time. No injuries were reported, and police continue to investigate. Here now are the latest numbers concerning COVID-19 across the state, here in Erie County and the surrounding regions. The Erie County Department of Health is reporting 13 new positive cases of COVID-19. 1,857 people have now tested positive since March, and 53 people have died. Across the State Department of Health reporting 1,857 new COVID-19 cases today, bringing the statewide total to well over 180,000 cases. There were also 9 new deaths reported, bringing that total to 8,466. Crawford County reporting 379 cases. That's an increase of 5. Warren County reporting 59. Chautauqua County reporting 838. Ashtabula County reports 705. Some students from the Erie School District say they've had issues with school-issued Chromebooks. The Erie School District released a statement saying, quote, "We have multiple supports in place to address students and families who encounter technological difficulties, including a helpline and a dedicated email address staffed by our information technology department." However, one parent of a freshman student at Erie High School says his daughter has had a difficult time using the school-issued Chromebooks. He says though his daughter completed her assignments, because they were not uploaded to the system, she could receive a failing grade.
With all the kinks that are in this system right now, and the school knows that these Chromebooks has kinks in them, no child should be getting a failing grade right now. They should at least wait till the second quarter.
For a link to the Erie School District Technology Department helpline and email, head to our website, yourerie.com. Here's a story that'll have you barking and chasing after the mailman. The Conneaut Lake Bark Park hosted a new fall community event today. According to the Bark Tree Committee, the festival featured dozens of vendors, crafters, and food trucks. The dog park is known, local folks know it as the best little kept secret in Crawford County, with close to 65 acres of space just for dogs. Today's event is a way to showcase all the Bark Park has to offer, as well as some local bands. The festival ran until 4 p.m. today. To learn more about the Conneaut Lake Bark Park, head to our website, yourerie.com. A drive-through job fair took place in Lake City. One company looking to hire about 100 people for manufacturing jobs. AIRBORN, a local electronics manufacturer, is looking to hire staff for their newly expanded Lake City facility. The manufacturing company created this drive-through job fair to accommodate people who have been struggling to find and apply for jobs because of the pandemic. Masks and social distancing were required to attend.
We thought this might be a nice way for us to get to speak with a lot of people in a relatively safe environment. But our goal is to try to put in place 25 to 50 new hires as soon as we possibly can, with the ultimate goal of putting on another 100 people by the end of our fiscal year.
The Director of Operations says if this weekend's drive-through job fair is successful, they plan to have another one before the first snowfall. A reminder to anyone looking for work or companies looking for workers, there's a resource for you on the jobs page at yourerie.com.
Thousands coming out to the Women's March in New York City. I'm Alex Hogan. I'll have the details on the different events across the country coming up.
Plus, taking the field, dozens of lacrosse players taking